So welcome back to my play-by-email game of Strategic Command versus the Taxman. And yeah, let's see what the Taxman did in his turn. Okay, yeah. Just doing his usual scouting around. Okay, scouting around in the English Channel. So he's doing just some bombings on my towns there to reduce my MPPs. Ouch, and he's found my heavy cruiser there. Good thing is he took a point of damage as well. So maybe I need to move those vessels further north, but he's aware of at least the heavy cruiser, which is a little bit worrying. Okay, Germany celebrates the conquest of Yugoslavia. Greenland becomes a US protectorate as the Danish ambassador allows the presence of US troops. And the USSR signs a non-aggression pact with Japan. So nothing of great significance there that's going to affect my plans anyway. Okay, so intelligence has got a carrier up just off the north of Scotland. That's really good to know, actually. That could be my first target, is to try and go for up in this area. Okay, so I've been debating what to do here, seeing as I've now got eyes on this aircraft carrier up off the north coast of Scotland. Now, I suspect very much that he's got other vessels up here protecting this, and I'll be very surprised if he doesn't have a battleship or two up here. Or maybe at least a screen around this, but just because I can see this aircraft carrier, I'm very tempted to go in for an attack. Now I can't reach it with this sub, so that's not out of the question, but this sub can reach this battle cruiser here, very powerful, can reach it. That sub can, that battle cruiser can, and if I put that sub into hunt mode, that can as well. And I've got another cruiser down here and my battleship. So while I was talking about building up my navy over here, and I think the only thing I could be really missing on this attack is maybe a sub or two and the battleship down here, which needs to be reinforced. So that's out of action for one turn while I reinforce that. Probably 2 turns, because it'll maybe take another turn to bring it up into this area. But I think I've probably got enough up here to launch this attack. And one of the good reasons for going after this CV is because if he doesn't, I'm maybe going to try and get over to this western side of it over here. Because if he doesn't have any vessels there, I'm not going to get surprised when I attack. So there'll be no stopping my unit suddenly and losing the opportunity to attack in the way that I want to attack, as opposed to a surprise attack where effectively I get surprised and he attacks me. So I'm thinking what I might do is just bring this sub down here, and it's at the end of its range. So the problem is that because these vessels have to move a fair distance, so certainly the subs, they may kind of get stranded over here. But I think that's a risk I'm willing to take. I think it's very likely they'll be out of range of his air power that's based in England, because I think it's predominantly down here. So it's just whatever air power he has on his CVs. And if he does try and launch air power against my subs, yeah, chances are they'll probably dive. And once they do dive once, they'll go back into silent mode. So I'm kind of willing to take that risk. I do have some more subs coming in my production queue after all. So let's come down to here. And see if I get surprised by any other vessels in this area. So here we go. Yeah, okay. It's fine. Okay, so he's been stopped there. There's no point kind of bringing my sub over to try and get that one now. Yeah, I wonder. Let's therefore bring my battle cruiser over. Let's kind of try and come straight down. What if I kind of skirt round the outside and try and take a wide route round? No, I can't reach him by doing that. So I need to cancel that move. So I can't come around that way. The only way I can do it is to, if I come straight down here, I can come down and attack it there. Unless I get surprised. Yeah, let's go for it. Oh, there's another destroyer. So yeah, he's got a submarine capture net around here, around his CV. And I can't, you know, because I just can't get the units over to there. Well, I might as well attack his destroyer. Let's zoom in so we can see this a little bit better now. Okay, so we are on to these units. Let's see how much of an effective net he does have. Let's see if I can get a sub down into this area. Probably another destroyer. Yes. Okay. Yeah, here's now. So I think what I'm going to have to try and do, I can't get to that CV. I'm just going to have to kind of do a bit of a hit and run. Yeah, I can't get that submarine over there at all. Well, I think I'm just going to have to try and take out a destroyer, which isn't really what I wanted. So let's get that. I want to go up, because I want to try and get as far away from the land as possible, in case he does have any land-based air power there. So one more strike with a cruiser will take that destroyer out. And yeah, okay, let's just try, let's do that. Oh. Oh, that was not what I wanted. Okay, so the sub's not going to do much against the destroyer. So I think I'd really like to use my battleship on the CV there. That was very annoying. And that sub's not going to be able to get out far enough. I think what I'm going to do is, his sub's no longer there, so let's bring this sub up to here for next turn, so it's a bit closer. I think I might just bring the sub over and just see if I can, maybe my sub might be able to do 3 damage on the destroyer. Let's have a look. Yes, okay, I'm willing to take the heavy hit there. Oh, yep, I took it. Let's just get that sub away. Now I can get my battleship in, hopefully. I'm going to come in up the top end here. Oh, no. Oh. Well, did a significant amount of damage there, but that CV is now going to hammer my battleship. I think that's going to be its prime target. So I think I'm going to lose that battleship. And where's that other sub gone? Yeah, that sub really is not going to help whatsoever. So let's put this sub into cruise mode. And let's just get it. Let's get the sub up to kind of somewhere over here, I think. Let's just have it ready to do a quick counter strike next turn. Okay. Yeah, that didn't work out well. I kind of knew I shouldn't be doing that, and I'm sure lots of you are probably saying shouldn't have done that. Didn't manage to. I only managed to take out one of his destroyers, and it looks like I'm going to trade that for a battleship. Not a good trade-off. And he's gonna. I'm sure he's going to scurry that CV away. So he's got good protection around there. I should have been a little bit more patient. And what I might as well do is just bring a whole load more subs up into this area. Let's just zoom out a little bit here, because what I would like to do is provide a bit more of a screen around this sub here. Now I know it's kind of maybe making it a little bit exposed. Oh, oh no. Oh well, it's going to give him multiple targets to think about, that's for sure. And this sub, I'm going to put this into cruise mode. Okay, we'll bring it up at the center and we'll bring it over. See what happens. Okay. And yeah, so I'm just leaving my remaining sub down there. This battleship going to reinforce. And yeah, there's no point bringing my destroyer out because it's been proven I can't do anything against his sub. Although that sub has been weakened slightly. If we took 1 strength off of it. Let's just have a look. Nah. It's down to, at least it's down to only doing 1 damage against me, which it was 2 last time. So we'll just pull the destroyer back into port there. Okay. Yeah, not a good outcome. Not overly happy with that. And it's raining over England, so I can't use any of my air power as I had proposed doing to try and attack one of his fighter units. So the only thing I want to do down here is just double check the attachments. Okay, we've got those all attached there. I think what I'm going to do is actually detach that one up there. Maybe just even things out a bit here. And this one, I want to, why can't I attach that? Oh, because I need to detach something over here, don't I? So let's just, yeah, let's just detach that, and we will attach that. Okay, so they are all attached to this HQ, and those 2 are attached to that HQ. Right, do I bring this sub up, or do we leave it down here? It's kind of languishing doing nothing, isn't it? I do want to kind of see if he brings anything through here though. And I know he could bring it all the way up here. I don't want to... Yeah, I really want to swamp what he's got. Maybe I just bring it up. I think I'm going to have to do that. Let's just bring it up to there. Because I've lost, you know, the reason I did this attack was because I'd lost my element of surprise. As you know, when he sees my turns, he will have seen the map moving whenever I was moving units up in the western side of Ireland and over northern Scotland. And also this sub highlighted that there was a cruiser over here. So I felt I'd lost the element of surprise, if I ever had it to start with, that is, and just felt I really had to commit to this attack. So let's throw that sub up to there. Just screen off that submarine as much as possible. And do you know what? I think that's going to bring this sub out into the middle of the North Sea. And I know they are all in hunt mode, but I had to leave it like that to get them to move such a large distance. Wow. Okay, I don't think this battle's going to go that well. Certainly on his turn anyway. And whether I'll be able to find his units after he's going to shift his CV out. What he's going to do with these, I don't know. It was quite good to take 4 damage off that battleship, mind you. So the only real offensive power he's got up here is the battleship and 2 strikes off that CV. So he definitely can take out that battleship. But then if he uses the CV to do that, he won't be able to move it that far, I believe. He could bring it down here. And try and kind of get it as far away as possible to hide. We'll have to, yeah, we'll have to see next turn. Okay, all right, I'm obsessing over the Navy now. Let's carry on with moving these German corps east, continuing to force march them. And just try and keep them on the road system as much as possible. Keep this one down here. That's a good unit. That's got 1 pip of experience and has got its extra reinforcements up to with strength of 11. And this one, yeah, we'll bring it up to there. So I may move ultimately a few of these armies across, but I may leave that another turn or two and just see how the naval battle progresses. We've still got a lot of German MPP. I'm going to come back. I may do the tank upgrades there. I may not. Let's just see what we've got left at the end of this turn. Okay, let's move our attention down to Yugoslavia and Greece. So this tank unit needs to be reinforced. That tank unit cannot be reinforced because its supply level is 5. It can be upgraded. I'm happy to upgrade that to advanced tanks too. I don't need the anti-air defense just yet. So I'll upgrade that, and once it gets back into supply next turn, we'll probably reinforce that to 10, and then we'll start to bring it down for an attack on Greece. In the meantime, I can work on at least getting the Italian units down there. And what I'm actually thinking is I will start to bring these Italian units down, well, this Italian army down, because an Italian army is pretty strong, and will be good to have down here. Now, it's going to be out of supply for a while, but once the HQs start to get down here, it will get in supply. Then I will try and reinforce that to 10 if I can. So let's get this other Italian army forward first, and I want to move the HQ as far forward as possible, and it looks like it's not going to get. It looks like it can only move 2. Again, I think it's a supply issue. Okay, so we'll just move that down. We'll move that HQ to there. So if we look at the supply for now and next turn, yeah, it's not too bad. 986. That's going to be a bit of a low supply. So I won't be able to force march that one, but yeah, they're not too bad in terms of supply. This HQ will be pushing out a supply of 10. The Hungarian units, I'm going to move east. And again, I'm not going to do the mobility. This one needs anti-aircraft defense. Let's just add that for now. No, let's leave that off. I don't want to overspend. I was just thinking, I get these. The other two have already got the anti-aircraft. Let's just get them across to the eastern front. And I think I'm going to put the Hungarians up in this area here. So I'll just force march them towards there. And anti-aircraft defense and mobility. So I'll do those later. Okay. Right, now for the German units. Let's how are we doing on supply here? Okay, 7, 5. Okay, so that one's going to trail behind a bit. I've really got way too many units down here for the attack on Greece, because really the only real decent thrust of attack down the roads, the mountainous region in the middle here is really problematic. And thanks for the comments from my viewers about that. Reminding me that that's an issue. The other issue is partisans in Yugoslavia. So we'll come back to the German units in a moment. If I press P, so these are 3 locations where partisan units may appear. Now I do have 2 garrisons over here, 2 Bulgarian garrisons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start force marching those 2 garrison units over there. Let's just check. Yeah, I could just leave a. It might have been better to leave an Italian corps back there. But I think for now I might just leave a German corps in there. Where is it? There. Okay. So let's just leave a German corps in there. It's going to get out of supply. We'll move it down into that hex next turn, and we'll replace that with a garrison as soon as possible. So let's get the Germans moving. And we'll get that down there. And I think I'll just Put that there. Should be a good, relatively good supply position. If we look at supply for next turn, yeah, they're all pretty good apart from the extended unit there, and the army unit is still pretty extended. But 6 is okay. Okay, so that's it. So we're starting our move towards Greece. So let's have a quick look up here. I'm not going to make any changes. I think I might just move that unit forward to the coast and leave those as is. I'm not going to spend any points on them again this turn. So let's have a look at North Africa. Right. I want to bring this armoured unit forward to here. Yeah. He's retreated. Interesting. Now I'm not gonna go too far. I want to see how far I can get with these. So they can get out there. Reconnaissance can get over there. Right, okay, but I want to bring my artillery up as far as possible. I'm not going to do any force marching with these units. I think what he's trying to do, I think he's maybe going to try and overextend my supply lines here. Okay. We'll just, that's the anti-tank. I want to bring the corps and reconnaissance up. Okay, well let's just move forward one more. Okay, there he is. Oh, come on. Yeah, that's probably worth doing. He's got defensive artillery. Doesn't do anything. And he's down to 6. Oh, and I'm down to 6. That at least means he is heavily de-entrenched. So I can bring... Yeah, let's bring this corps up. Enemy contact, so he's going to waste... Oh, there's an armor unit. Well, they did pretty well there against that armor unit, actually. I'm happy with that. And we'll bring the... Do we bring the Italian armor up, maybe? You know, we could severely weaken that. He's got an anti-tank unit there, but I've never found them to be that effective, to be honest. And he could do some damage to the Italian armor, but then I'll just retreat it next turn. I would like to do more damage to that unit there. I think it'll be better than having a recon unit right next to that. What's the properties of the recon unit? Okay, he's got an attack of 3 against hard. Oh, sorry, yeah, an attack of 3 against tanks. And the anti-tank has got an attack of 4. What about the German tank here? An attack of 4 against tanks. I think I might just bring the the Italian armor up. 3 and 3. I'm going to go for it. Yeah, I may take 4. That's done some severe damage to him. And I will bring that unit back. Can't get the recon unit up there. Can't get that Italian unit up or that Italian unit up. So I can't get anything into that hex. Let's move these forward first. So I want to bring the recon forward. I don't want to take it all the way out here because it's going to get heavily out of supply. Let's bring the recon unit forward to there. And we'll bring the anti-tank up to there. That Italian army I'm going to reinforce for its losses from last turn. And let's bring an Italian army up. Okay, the Italian corps, I'm not going to push out to here. I'm just going to, I think, let's see, what's supply going to be like next turn? Projected is very low. What I need to do is to try and daisy chain these HQs to provide good supply out here. So let's hide the units. Okay, so the best supply I've got is 5 out here. Now, if I move the German HQ forward 1, which is actually good enough to push out a supply of 8. So I think I can actually move it 2 forward. Move it there for now. Let's move the Italian HQ up 1. See what the projected supply is. So they've gone from 3 to 4. So 8, 7, 6, 5. I can move the Italian HQ forward 1 more. And that pushes the projected supply here up to 5. It's actually not too bad. I don't think I can do any better because I can't get this Italian HQ any closer, and 8 is definitely going to be the maximum supply that's going to push out. Yeah, because I'd need to push the supply to this HQ, I think, up to 6. And just with this, with the way this is daisy chaining together with 5 at Gazala, that's the best I can do. Okay, so that's actually not too bad getting 5 supply out here. What's the supply else in these hexes out here looking like? Not too great. So I don't want to extend myself into these hexes. I think what I'll do for now is I will maybe just move that Italian corps forward to there. So the question comes down to, do I attack that or not? Let's bring my air power forward because the tactical bomber has got a fairly short range. Keep it off the coast. Bring my German fighter up. Let's put that there. Put the Italian fighter forward. And this one back here. I'm very tempted just to get him lose a point off of his armor again. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Going to lose some points off of fighters, so we've got interceptors and escorts. I lost 3 off of the strategic bomber. We lost 1 there. Yeah, down to 5. Not very effective. Nevertheless, that's weakened him. He's got a weak front there at the moment. But he's probably heading back to all of his fortifications, so yeah. Anyway, I didn't take any fighter damage, so I'm not entirely unhappy with that. So let's move this bomber forward to a better supply location. Let's move it into that hex there. Okay, Italian Navy, which has been savaged. We've got 59 points left. And yeah, I want to get my sub reinforced first of all. Yeah, I think that's because I'm in the wrong port. We'll get that up to 8 anyway, and I'll maybe do some exploring with it. In any case, let's go back to the others and just do what we can do. Okay, so that's the limit. I've run out of MPP. I'm down to 4. So the Navy's not looking too bad. It's not going to take much more to get the Italian Navy back up to full strength. And then we can go searching again. I wonder if he's bought them out from the Suez. We shall see. Anyway, I think that's about it. Let's have a look up here on the Eastern Front. I've got these units up here. So, do I want to do any upgrades? Not just yet. And I think I might start to actually spread these units out a bit now. So I want to keep those 2 there. Keep that one there because I want to give them a chance to start digging in. I think I'm going to move that corps up to there. We'll bring the Slovakian unit up to here. I think for now I might just leave those 2 where they are. This is going to be tough because we're attacking across a river here. Yeah, I'm just going to leave those 2 where they are for now. It's really HQs. I need more HQs before the USSR enters the war. And I've got a light cruiser over here that's going to need to be reinforced as well. Okay, folks, I think that's about all I can do for this turn. Let's, well, in terms of units, that is. I've still got 494 MPP for Germany. I'm going to invest another chit in Algeria. Yep. because I really want the battleships and units that Algeria will give me. So I'm doing that. And the research, how are we doing on research? Advanced aircraft, 53%, long range, 59%. Yeah, I really wish these were moving more quickly. Now, spying and intelligence would help do that, but I don't want to spend more on research just at the moment. I need to get some units into the queue. So what have we got? We're maxed out on subs. I'm not going to get any more naval units just yet. I'll see what I can do beforehand. I would like to buy one of these tank units. Get max out on tank units. So we'll buy one with advanced tanks at level 2. We'll leave mobility for now, and anti-aircraft defense we'll leave off for now. But I will be upgrading all of those later. I'm assuming the cost of doing this here is the same as doing it later on. If you know the answer to that, let me know. So that's 287 up to 300, so it's another 13 MPP. I'm going to add on the anti-aircraft defense because it will be going to the Eastern Front, and I will definitely need it there. So we'll purchase that. That leaves me with 144. And I can buy another core. Okay, let's just buy a core. How much can we upgrade this by? We can't. Okay, well, I'm just going to buy unupgraded for now, and we'll upgrade it later. And that leaves me with 2 MPP. So I think that's it. Let's end the turn there and see what happens. Hopefully we'll get some research and diplomacy breakthroughs. Here we go. Okay, usual Axis supply hits due to Malta. The popular singer Al Bowley dies during an air raid. Never heard of him, sorry. Nothing else happens, okay. Right, so we get 529 MPP for Germany and 102 for Italy. We'll soon stop spending 100 per turn on the Africa course, so that will be useful. Well, that's it, folks. Bit of a disaster, I think, on the naval front. We shall see. Let me know what you think. Give me some suggestions. I really would like to hear what your strategy suggestions are. Anyway, thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe. Check out my Patreon page. Thank you very much for watching, folks. Take care. Bye-bye.